everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Susan Timchak and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And I'd like to welcome you here today. Today I am showcasing card number 4 using the Designer Series paper in the Sale-A-Bration catalog called Springtime Foil Specialty Designer Series paper. It's beautiful paper, 12 by 12. You'll want to go ahead and check out my 3 other videos, and I'm focusing on each video different techniques of what you can do with this beautiful paper. So this card is going to be focusing on that paper along with the Myths and Magic Suite, which is a stunning suite. It is in the Occasions catalog. And it has a stamp set with coordinating framelits. I'm using the Designer Series paper that I cut out with my brother's scan and cut, so I didn't have to fussy cut that. It has beautiful washi tape, glimmer paper. It's a stunning suite and something that you're definitely going to want to add to your collection. So here's the card that we're going to create. Now, unfortunately, this is going to take some time for this background to dry, so I'm not going to be able to show you the entire card, but I will show you what I did to create it, and it's very basically simple. The technique basically is using this paper, and we're going to be focusing on Brusho tonight. Okay, so the basic card is cut at, this is the Smoky Slates cardstock, and it's cut at 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. My next layer is Night of Navy, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece of Designer Series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so basically the layering technique is going to be, once we do that Brusho on there, I use the an embossing folder with the bricks. Oof, what is the name of that? You know what I mean. And I used it on the gray, and I sponged over it with the gray. And it has 2 sides to it. It has a debossed and an embossed. I used the debossed side and just did a little sponging. So after our background is dry, this goes onto here. And then we're going to have our strip that we're going to stamp on with some of our silver paper. That will go across there, just like that sample. And then here's our little dragons. And here we go, our little dragon, our little knight. And this is like a little castle. And I kind of tuck this in to make it look like, you know, it's in the background. It's kind of little, so it's not really size proportion for this, but by putting it up there, I thought that it kind of made it look like it was way in the background, or it's just the top part of it. You can't see the rest of it. So I think it came out pretty good. And I put these on with dimensionals. And again, the scan and cut did such a beautiful job at cutting these out. I had a little border put around them, and I'm really excited about using that machine. We do have die cuts, but the die cuts work for the stamped images. So you can do the same thing with the stamped images instead if you didn't want to use the DSP. Okay, so that's the basic of how it goes together. This was stamped, here we are, the basic gray. I can go ahead and do that for you. And the saying is, you are one of a kind. And this piece of paper looks a lot smaller than that. Well, this is going to be tough, people, because I think my other one was a little bit larger, so pardon if my head is in the way. Oh, I did pretty good. Look at that. Yay me. Woo, 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 woo. Sorry. Been a long day at work. So this will get stamped and put onto here and just layered, and that will go across the top. All right, so now let me show you the technique of how I did this really fun background, okay? Are you ready for it? I know I am. I am using these really fun, these are our Brusho Crystal Colors. And if you have not tried these yet, you are going to want to check them out. They are in the Occasions catalog, and they're powder inside. So what I did is, you don't want to open this up because the powder will like just fly everywhere. So I put a little push pin, poked a hole in there. All right, so I'm using the yellow, and I'm using the Prussian blue. Prussian blue? Yep, Prussian blue and yellow. Okay, so on this paper, I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. And it's kind of like a salt shaker. You can always go back and add more, but you can't take away. And some yellow. Okay, then I have our spritzers. I have some alcohol in here, and I also have an aqua painter that has a little bit of alcohol left in it. So we'll start off with the spritzer. And I use alcohol because it tends to dry quicker. And I'm going to need a lot more Brusho, I can see. Rather than the water, you can also use water if you so desire. We're going to spritz a little bit. You want to make sure this nozzle is not facing your face. Trust me, I know about that. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead in with the aqua painter that I also have alcohol in it. And I haven't marked alcohol so that this one is strictly for alcohol. And it does get a little bit messy. And just kind of add this like this. Okay, I can go up here where my finger was, like that. And if you wanted to go ahead in and add a little bit more, it kind of makes it like a little texture. And you could always, let me pull my other spritzer. You can always go in and spritz a little bit more. Now, unfortunately, this needs time to dry. So I can't really show you the finished project. I can show you this one. When it does dry, you're going to go ahead and use a paper towel and rub off, because these silver lines will resist any of that Brusho from sticking. So to move it along a little bit, let me just try something. Let me close these up. These I'm going to have to go and wash. And I'm going to put these push pins back in my Brusho before we have an accident with that. But this Brusho is really fun to work with. So if we go ahead and do this with our paper towel, it even adds a little bit more of a fun technique. So you would go ahead and set this aside to dry, and then once it's dry, which it won't take too long, but unfortunately not enough time is available on this YouTube video because they only give me so much time before they give me that cut. So once it's done, it will look something like this. Now, no two are going to look alike, but it's another way that you can use on this really fun designer series paper. I'm going to set this aside on my other table here to dry, and I'm going to take this away so I can show you the 4 different ways that I used to create different techniques on this beautiful, beautiful, stunning paper. These are the 4 different designs of the paper. Okay, so this one we used our Stampin' blends. This one we used a brayer, our sponge brayer with ink. This one was done with the black ink pad. Let me pull it. It's, hold on. Did I put it back there? No, here we are. I used the archival Stampin' pad in the basic black and just went right over it direct to paper onto here to make it a stainless steel look. And then this one was done with the Brusho. Let's see how our Brusho is doing. Oh, it's looking pretty good. So you'll want to go ahead and check out the other videos to see how they came along and how I did those. Let me grab this. Yeah, look, it's pretty dry. That worked out great. Let me just rub this. See, by using the alcohol, it helps to dry quick. There we go. Oh, look at how amazing that is. Do you not love that? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And I mean, the camera is not picking up all the little variations of color on that. So we can go ahead and put this card together if I didn't lose all my pieces. All right, how much time do I got? Okay, I got a couple minutes. I'm good. All right. I didn't think it would dry that quick, but lo and behold, when I did my sample yesterday, I must have really saturated it, and it took a lot longer. So this time, oh, it's like boogers with that. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and layer all this together. And my little bricks, I usually use a tape runner on that because it kind of takes them away, but I think we'll be okay. That's going to go there. My little castle, we're just going to go ahead and tuck that up under there. And this stamped design, look how quick this is to come together. I mean, we're all busy. We all have busy lives. And sometimes we don't have a lot of time to put a lot of muss and fuss into our card making. But this will show you how quick it is to put a card together. All right. And let's use some of our dimensionals on these guys. And I think we're going to make it here, people. I'm very happy with that. I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to show you the whole card, and I just threw that on the floor. But I can, because this is my stamp room, and if I want to throw it on the floor, I can. Oh, I know this little thing has to be moved down a little bit. Ooh. Okay, we can move him down. Kind of want him to be like behind this little brick. There we go. There we go. There's my little knight. He's protecting the castle from this dragon that looks like it has a little bit of attitude. So we're going to give him some dimensional. This is where these little bones come in handy. I call these the little bones. These little thin strips. We also have dimensionals that are tiny ones, and that would work great for this too. I'll pull the backing off of there, and we're going to have a really fun, simple, quick card. Let's see. He's kind of looking like, oh, I see that behind there. Wait, hold on. All right. That isn't going to work. I don't want to see that. All right. Here we go. We don't want to see our dimensionals. He's kind of looking like, yeah, buddy, like you're going to protect me. I don't think so. So there it is. Let me clear all this out of the way. Messy, messy. There's our card. And here are the other ones. Make sure I can get them all in the frame. What I created with this fun paper. So go ahead, head on over to stampinsucreates.stampinup.net. Place your order. If it's more than $150, don't use the host code. Go ahead and put your order in so that you receive all the host benefits. And you'll still receive the ribbon roll, which in my mess here, the gold edged ribbon you will receive for free with a $50 purchase. And let me show you just quick a few other cards I created with this fun Myths and Magic stamp set. Here is one card that isn't that super cute. Looks like the girls are up in the castle protecting. And here's another one that I did. How stinking cute is that? And there's that gold edge ribbon that you'll be able to get for free from me during the month of March. All right, I hope you enjoyed these cards. I hope you go ahead and check out the other 3 videos that I did on how I created the rest of them. And I hope you have a super Stampin' day, and I look forward to seeing you back here again real soon. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye for now.